Hey there. Welcome to Music Meets Sports, where sports legends meet custom soundtracks. Founded by music producer Ronald Tyke Oliver, Music Meets Sports was created to bridge generations, educate fans, and celebrate the greatness of both current and former athletes. We craft original songs about heroes in basketball, football, baseball, boxing, and beyond, highlighting their struggles and victories. Across all musical genres, we reintroduce fans to their favorite athletes in a way they've never heard before. From Babe Ruth to Reggie White, from rising WNBA stars to timeless NFL great stream, or download our music now on Apple Music, Amazon, and Spotify. Visit musicmeetsports.org to explore the catalog, hear new releases, and join the movement that's preserving sports history, one song at a time.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Yes, thank you, everyone, for the birthday wishes. I had to do a lunchtime chat. I don't have nothing planned today. It's a gloomy, dreary day, wet outside. You know, I haven't gotten much done outside like I wanted, but again, I don't know about you guys, but can you guys hear me? It says no data on my end, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Are we good? I know you do. Thumbs up. Are we good out in the there we go. Excellent condition. Yeah, the weather is a little shaky here. I don't know about you, Jesse. I don't know. I miss my mother. I miss all my family that's not with me anymore, but especially my mother, I miss her. So it's always a gloomy day for me on my birthday, so it is what it is. So I figured I'll do a lunchtime chat with my people. I appreciate everybody. Do you get depressed like I do on your birthday, Jesse?
Occasionally, because I miss my dad. My dad died on Thanksgiving like 30 years ago.
It's rough, man.
So
It is rough. It is. Vinny Hagan, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Oscar, we got Jesse here. Primetime Phil. If you guys join us in Vegas in November, you can really have lunch with Game Time. Primetime. Yes, this is true, man. This is true. We're getting hopefully we get a big crowd. A nice amount of people come hang out. Jimbo, what's going on, man? Thank you. Spare None. What's up, Spare None? How are you? I am going to play a little clip. Flip Shelton, what's up? Game Time. Hey, and Cowboys family 5X Super Bowls. What's up, brother? Elena Walker, thank you. How you doing, Elena? Hope all is well. Asia's in here. I know she don't like me when I say Asia, so we're going to call her by her real name, Asia. That dude, Rolo, what's going on, brother? I set the fantasy football money league draft again for next Sunday at 3 o'clock, not this Sunday, so that's August 31st. So if you're watching or rewatching, you should get an email. Already got it. I could change when we do the draft order. As of now, it's set to randomize 1 hour prior to draft time. So, again, I could change it, but for now, that's how I left it. We the Ones, what's going on? I'm going to play a little clip here, and then we'll start the show. I want to give a little clip with Tyler Booker. Love Tyler Booker. Let's hear what he's got to say.
How's it been just being able to get tutelage from a lot of the older linemen, people beating everything, putting some work together? So how's that been?
It's been great, and I really credit a lot of my development to those guys, like them going through the process, them knowing what it's like, and really them just taking me under their wing and helping me out and really giving me the game. So I'm super appreciative to all the vets in the room.
First NFL training camp in the books for you. How was it? How did you like it?
Well, we got a couple days left, so I'm not going to put the cart before the horse, but it was a lot of fun. It's just really a dream come true. It's truly a blessing, and the best part about it all is that I don't got to worry about school in a couple days, because when you finish training camp in Alabama, you get those 2 days where you just you don't have practice, you got light practice, and then you got class the next day. So I'm glad I graduated already.
Where do you feel like you've grown the most since you started back in Oxnard to now?
I feel like I've grown the most in my confidence, you know. The more confident I am within myself, the faster I'm able to play. The more confident I am within the playbook, the more fast I'm going to be able to play. So my confidence is definitely improved, and it's just me getting to the point mentally to where I understand, like, look, I've been playing this game since I was 5 years old. Obviously, I'm going against a lot better players and a lot better scheme, more sophisticated scheme, but at the end of the day, I've been doing this my whole life, so really just have to find the confidence within myself to put it all together.
Would you like to get another preseason game, or you feel like you really enjoy where the long
I just love playing football. I love playing football.
The first preseason game was.
That's important. Love playing football is very important, people. Step one in drafting. Draft a guy who likes football.
Of course, you've been practicing, but was the NFL school expected what you expected the NFL school on the preseason game?
Yeah, definitely. The only thing I wasn't expecting was all the TV timeouts. Those killed me. Yeah.
What was more difficult, the Nick Saban Alabama camp or a Brian Schottenheimer training camp?
You're trying to get me in trouble. I'll pass.
What were some of the things you took away from your first game?
Some of the things I took away from my first game, those snaps, just really stacking plays and starting fast. I feel like my first drive out there wasn't the best, but once I got my rhythm, I figured out really like that confidence. I built that confidence, and then I really figured out my pregame routine, so that helped me a lot. So really just starting fast.
What were some of the things you wanted to fix off of that first
pad level? Yeah, my first play wasn't the best. Pad level was a little high, but after I got settled in the game, I got comfortable. I knew what I was doing. I really just trusted my technique, trusted everything I was taught. That's when I was able to play faster.
What was that moment like, walking out of the tunnel and getting to see an NFL stadium as an NFL player for the first time?
It was super exciting. It was definitely super exciting. So I've been to AT&T Stadium for a concert before, so it was funny being like, okay, this is what it's really like now, you know.
What concert?
Kendrick Lamar and SZA. It was actually the weekend I got drafted. Yeah, so I just stayed in Dallas and went to that concert, so it was pretty good. The thing I enjoy the most about this coaching staff is how much they care. You know, like, I really love how I know that, like, as Coach Riley, Coach Shoddy, Coach Adams, like, they truly care. And they get on me because they care. So if I'm not playing up to my own standard, or if I'm not doing the technique coach, they're going to let me know about it. And I know that comes from a place of love. And to know that your coaches care, you're going to be able to play for them a lot harder.
Well,
We're getting closer to the season.
Sorry, everybody. There you go. I love Tyler Booker. We'll have a Sam Williams clip in a little bit, but I just think it's, again, when you have a guy who comes out openly and says, I love football, we all know he's a stud. I got news for you. Most of these guys are studs in college. What separates everybody from being a stud and being a successful NFL player is a drive and a passion for the game. If you don't have a drive and a passion for the game, what's up, B? How are you? Nike 3, what's up, brother? Woke Youssef, good afternoon. I would like to personally apologize for my behavior. Woke, it's fine, brother. I made you a wrench. Just know that I have a lot of wrenches, probably too many. It's all good, man. It's just Rob's a good man. We don't have to agree on football to know that we're good people. I really do. Listen, it's fine. Don't worry about it, Woke. Anyway, Rob will forgive you. It wasn't nothing that bad, but you were going at him pretty good. But yeah, I think loving football is the, that's always, an extra added bonus, right? If you're going to invest potentially millions of dollars, Randy, don't you want your players to love football?
Yeah, especially the way he loves it. You can tell he it sincerely means it. You can tell a player has passion for something when they talk about it like he does.
Yeah, and conversely, Mozzie does not love football, right? That's conversely.
No. He loves the money.
Yeah, how long do you hang on to somebody that shows you they don't love football? And that tells me that he doesn't like to run. He doesn't like to hustle. That's just what that tells me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My lawn guy just got here. I don't know how he's going to do the lawn with raining, but whatever. He's a beast. But anyway, yeah, and I'm a little bit concerned about Tyler Guyton as well. Now, I believe this year his positivity is way more than it was last year. So, but there is a rumor that he don't love football. I mean, it's not as bad as Mozzie, but there was a concerted effort. There's a concerted effort to, now my dogs are barking. Can you close the damn shades? Sorry, everybody. It's a mess here. She's trying to let me. She's making a cake my mother used to make. We normally buy cakes because we're lazy around here, but I'm anti-buy cake for myself. You're gonna have to make a damn cake. I'm sorry. So, my mother.
It's easy to go buy it at this grocery store and just have it ready.
It all tastes the same to me, though. It's like all the same. I miss my mother's bacon, and my sister knows how to do it, Jesse. But she's busy. I'm busy. She's dealing with a lot. We don't really do a lot. It's not like I'm having a big party. I'm just my wife and my three boys, their girlfriends, and maybe a friend or so. But that's about it. She asked me what I wanted. I said, well, I don't need to go out to dinner tonight. I don't need to do anything. Just make a damn. You make my mother's cake that she used to make me. So that's what we're doing. But anyway, Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton. Randy and whoever else wants to chime in. It seems like that they are ramping him up, and they're really happy with his progress. What do you think about him actually playing week 1, though?
I don't want them to rush him back. I mean, we got serviceable guys. I'll just put it like it is. I don't expect us to win the first game. So I don't want them to take chances on players that are borderline.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Thanks, Joe.
Of course,
that's the way I believe.
And Randy, those games, like I said, I've been saying, or most people say, those first 4 games are like a practice anyway.
Well,
get their body shape.
Yeah, you don't know who you got. And you really don't know who you are until about the 5th game of the year. And then you can start doing what you need to do.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree with you. Now, if he's ready and they say that he's that much better than the next guy, then fine. Then that's fine. But I just don't know if I would do that. I would let young number 71 get the
Thomas.
Nate Thomas, is that his name? Nate Thomas. I don't know why it didn't sound right, but Nate Thomas. So look at Phil.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, brother?
Spider Fist.
You gotta get
Phil.
You didn't.
It's Spider Phil.
Yeah, you gotta turn your phone the other way.
Me go this way.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
It's not going sideways.
Yeah, it's sideways unless you set it up for horizontal.
What's up, Phil?
Look at Phil. Look where he's at.
What's going on, Nita?
He sent me. What's up, EJB? He sent me a little video of him setting up. He's a bigwig at a hotel where he sets up. Like
I hate you, Phil.
Like
Man, that's a nice tie. That's a nice ass tie.
What tie? He don't have a tie.
I don't have a tie.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beach resort. I don't need a tie.
Slow down. It's a beach resort. Well, the next year, like instead of going to a game, we're just all going to fly down to Phil's house and we're going to go hang out at his resort. Or not his house, but he's going to get us a really good rate. And we're all going to stay at his hotel. But anyway, what he does is he signs up clients to come in with groups, right, Phil? And they basically he sets up their audio visual for their conferences, right?
So basically they'll come in and they'll be like, okay, I got like 2,000 people coming in, and then I basically put on a production with videos, and whether it's lighting, sometimes concerts on the beach. Could be weddings, could be really anything. And so anything that has to do with lighting, power, video, audio, any of that stuff, we handle it all throughout this 5-star hotel.
Hey, Phil, I can relate, Phil. When I worked in Puerto Rico security down at the Wyndham down there, Trust me, I know what you're going through. Pulling the hair
Huge.
you ain't got.
Yes, yes. So over here on these beaches and stuff, we'll do like big, huge Super Bowl parties, and
Yeah,
so then they'll be like,
it's
"Well,
beautiful.
they want to see the Super Bowl, so then we have to put big, huge
What the hell?
towers and projectors and everything out there to show the Super Bowl and everything."
We
So,
went there. I guess it was over 2 years
a couple
now.
years ago, yeah.
Yeah, we went, and feels like I mean, he took me and my wife there, and what I liked about where his hotel is, like, I just like the atmosphere outside of the hotel. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know how you go to a place and it's like, well, I like the hotel, but where it's sit, it's kind of weird. Now that's
Yeah.
a beautiful spot, and reminded
What-
me of Hawaii a little bit, just how beautiful it was. So, without
Definitely got lucky in this job.
yeah. So, Momo, do you fly planes or what? What do you got going on behind you, brother?
I do fly planes.
Do you? Look at you,
Thanks.
man. Momo's the man.
No, I don't fly planes, but what
Okay.
I
Long time
know
you said.
guys who have antique
Oh yeah.
planes.
Oh,
Mm.
cool.
So I was at that's from the air show. So I go
Thought
to a
you
lot
were
of
a
air
pi-
shows.
I thought you were a pilot. I'm like, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that looked like
I can see.
like a little Cessna.
Man,
Yeah,
of
I can
many
see him
talents. Don't
wearing
get
a
me wrong,
scarf
I
and
am
everything.
not flying with you, but that don't take it personal.
No, at all.
Yeah, I would if you were a pilot. What's up, Moshes? How are you? So yeah, that's cool, Phil. I just wanted to do a lunchtime chat. You know, it's kind of one of them days, Phil. It's kind of nasty here, and it's like, it's just, let's do something.
Yeah, I got a meeting I have to get ready for. I just wanted to say hi, rub it in your faces. Look where I'm at.
Yeah, well, thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
I hope everyone's doing well. And Asia, remember we're here for you. So remember, this is the family. So all right.
Tell me about it. Thank you. Thanks,
Yes,
Phil.
Asia.
I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, peace.
Hamid, go get little boys out of the basement. Oh my God, what's going on? Big Maz.
Oh, here we go.
Dude, it's my birthday. Can we leave off on he's shitting on Dallas for one day, Hamid? Or you just can't help yourself, brother. Tim Panel, how are you, my man? How you doing, Tim? You got a bellyache,
Bro,
Randy?
so when the last day of cut day?
August 27th is going to be, what's up, EJB? August 27th is going to be the one and only cut day. Arturo, even though it's it's game time birth, he still has one of the biggest cannolis in all of South Jersey. I love a good cannoli. Pause.
Ooh.
Hey, Jesse, we in the weeds waiting. We in the weeds.
Yeah,
Thank you, D'Angelo. Thanks,
waiting to
brother.
get eaten alive.
Again, D'Angelo, are you in the fantasy, brother? I think you are, right? I don't know. The money league is full, everybody. Just to let you know, we got spots again.
Game time. You having a party later?
No. Just we're gonna get a couple. I don't know, probably 3 pizzas from my favorite pizza joint and a little cake, and that's about it. That's all we're doing today. I don't have a lot of family. I was saying, Asia, that my birthday. I'm always not always, but on my birthday I get a little bit upset. So it's depressed. That's the word I'm looking for. So thanks, Brooks. Appreciate it. Just a little depressed. I miss my mother, so it is what it is,
Game time. Don't make me fly in here. Please don't.
I'm sorry.
But it's all good, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna say I don't miss her. I miss her. So I
Yeah.
hear what you're feeling. That's why when Aisha comes in sad, it doesn't get much better, Aisha, unfortunately.
How you doing, Rob?
What's up, Rob?
What's up,
How
my
are
man?
you, brother?
Hey, happy birthday, brother!
Thanks,
Happy birthday.
Randy. You didn't have to do that, man. I didn't come here. I didn't come here saying it was my birthday. People know me on Facebook and know it's my birthday. Thank you. I appreciate it, Randy.
Hey, as old as we are, Brian, I'll be honest with you. I lost my mom back in 1971 and my dad in 95. And I had 3 brothers and 3 sisters. I have 1 sister left and me, and that's it out of 9 people.
Yeah, I got me
so,
and my sister. Oh, shit. Wow. Yeah. I'll check it out, D'Angelo. I'll check it out, brother.
Game time. Phil's trying to make you move.
He is trying to make me move. I told him I could. Listen, man, it's expensive to live where he lives. I told him he has a better chance of me being a snowbird. I like the change of seasons. Actually, the older I get, I love October. I love.
I agree.
I love
I
the
wish
change
we
of
had them
seasons,
down here in
man.
Texas.
I do. I don't think I can live like 12 months out of the year in any one area. But I do think, like, come in January 1st, I need to be on the beach or be able to be near water. So I'm good with that. So that's probably what I'll do when I'm no longer working. So,
Well,
that's the idea,
no.
Momo. But who the hell knows? I gotta
So
get there.
I'm not a beach person.
Not a beach person. I don't like laying on the beach, but I like seeing the beach.
Indeed.
I like the
I'm with
vibe.
you.
I can relate.
That's the game plan for me too. There, game
You know what I
time
mean?
is San Diego once I retire.
San Diego's beautiful. My father was stationed there, and it's very beautiful. Very beautiful.
I got like 5 more years for me.
Overpriced, but if you can afford it.
I'll be moving back to Puerto Rico, right in my little hammock next to the ocean.
That's just crazy. You see what Puerto Rico go through another hurricane? They get too
I've
many.
been through Momo. I've been through like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, and I'm still
No,
here.
how about I live in North Carolina. Matter of fact, the hurricane that didn't make landfall, but it affected the coastal areas, they got flooded. This was a couple days. Huh?
Back in the day, it was me when we got hit with George. It was like God took a weed whack the entire island.
Yeah. And nobody to understand how frightening that can be. If you've never been in one, it's frightening. But I digress.
Hey, Momo, what part of North Carolina you live in?
I live in Greenville.
Okay.
ECU, East Carolina University.
Okay.
Is the college.
Hey, Momo, you're in Panthers territory.
Yeah,
I go
so
visit North
ECU,
Carolina. I have family in North Carolina, in Cherokee, North Carolina.
Oh yeah, I know what that's at. But I'm not so down here, these Carolina Panthers fans think they going to the Super Bowl. I hear this every year. This is our year. What?
Delusional they get then, if that's the case.
Yes, they are with that quarterback.
Is that
Hey, if you didn't believe that for your team, you're not a football fan, are
Rob,
you?
So who's your
That's the way I
quarterback
believe.
on there? Who's your quarterback?
Well, Rob, my thing is this, I kind of want to. I mean, that's why me and Phil are going to the game. That's why we're going into the game. Listen, my goal is to just be able to get into these stadiums, and it's something I love doing. I don't really have to go to a football game, but we're there, so we're going to the game, and that's what I want to do. And I don't know why, Momo, but when you go online and look at tickets, and then I did a little research, Carolina Panthers average ticket price is higher than anybody in the league.
I know. And that's the crazy part.
I look at it, and you can understand, right? You can understand some of these new stadiums, but to me, even the new stadiums, I don't care how many seats you have. If you don't put a good product on the field, it's kind of like,
you're right.
Who the hell do you think you are?
Is that the same owner that threw a drink over to the fans?
I don't know.
No, they changed ownership.
It's overpriced, man. I was looking at it. I mean, Phil bought seats for me and him, and it's cheaper to go to a Monday Night Football game at basically a brand new stadium. It was expensive, but it was still cheaper than what Phil got lower level.
You talking about the Vegas game?
Yeah, I mean, he got a good deal on him, so but
Carolina
still
Panthers,
expensive.
this is the only game in town, basically, because this is college basketball city. Duke, Carolina. So
and you have Wake not too far from you as well, right?
Who?
Wake Forest.
Yeah, Wake Forest. Actually, Wake Forest, Duke, North Carolina are all in the same way. They less than 3 to 5 miles from each other.
Yeah. Because I've seen that when I went to North Carolina. It's pretty cool to see the Dean Dome and all that stuff out there.
Yeah, that's very close together.
That's what I like. I just want to go around. There's a lot. When you sit back and think about all the things that I want to go to a game of Notre Dame. Am I a huge Notre Dame football fan? Well, no. I love the story. I love, the whole. I love everything about Notre Dame, but I don't really care if they win or lose anymore. It's not like that. But I want to go to a game there. I want to go to. There's a lot of those college. There's a lot of college football places. Randy and Rob, you guys who love college football. There's a lot of those things I want to get to. It would be.
You talk about passionate fans. Notre Dame are nuts.
Not a big. I used to be the biggest Notre Dame fan. Not anymore. I don't care if they win or lose.
Yeah. Dirty Sanchez, a Cherokee is beautiful. I used to deliver liquid gold asphalt in Greenville. I hung and finished the drywall in Tom Berenger's house up in Boone Mountain. Wow, Tom Berenger. Haven't heard that name in a while. Dirty
None of
Sanchez.
that old age shit.
Good answer. Good actor.
Thank you, Dirty Sanchez. Didn't Tom
Is he
Berenger,
still alive?
didn't he play in the baseball movie? He played in
Major League.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still alive or not.
Yeah, I think he is.
I think he played Platoon too, didn't he?
Yeah, he was in Platoon with Cruz.
Yeah. Matt Batten, how you doing today? We're doing good, Matt. I mean, I'm here with my friends, and that's about as much as I could ask for. My college team.
Hey,
is
2 weeks from
embarrassing.
today, Brian, we'll be getting the ribs and the barbecue ready for the game.
Yeah.
Later on in the evening.
What's
mean
Thursday?
you mean
I'll
those
be
baby
working.
backs?
Yeah, I'll be working, so I won't be doing any ribs. So unless I buy takeout, but yeah, I'll be getting there watching.
Those baby backs.
Listen, we could talk football. I mean, again, we've talked about it. I got to really get my head right to do my prediction. I'm gonna try and have that done for Sunday. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not gonna predict Dallas as far as winning of the division. And Rob, if I showed you the emails about people being rude, saying how dare you, they really want what Drew says. They really want somebody just to stand on 10 toes and just say something that they don't believe.
Right.
I don't understand why people feel that way. I mean, listen, just because I think a certain way doesn't mean you guys heard Jay talk last night. He's like in lockstep from what I'm thinking. He is. That's kind of where I'm at. That doesn't mean I could be wrong one way or another. I mean, shit happens. I mean, our worst years. Thanks, B. I appreciate you, brother.
What does the fan base want you to feel?
Well, they want me to say we're going to win a division and basically
This is
sound like a
this
jackass.
is the problem with Cowboys Nation. Y'all got to stop this shit. Y'all need to be realists. There's too many unknowns on this team right now to predict anything.
And that doesn't mean. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, I mean that doesn't
what
mean
I was
I'm
going to
right,
say,
Randy.
Brian,
That
is
don't mean I'm right. I'm always more conservative. I'm conservative guy.
Brian,
I don't know.
when I was betting on the Super Bowl, I don't have a bone in my body that loves the Eagles, but I can think of 3,000 reasons I was happy they won because I won the bet.
John Acme.
I mean, come on.
Acme John,
you got to be smart when you're doing these things. You can't just say, well, I this is what I think. You go with your gut. Go, if
you can't bet with your heart. You can't bet.
No, you're going to lose a lot of money if you bet that way.
I will.
And honestly,
I will, Acme.
I don't want
to promise.
I don't want somebody telling me something that they don't believe in their heart. I don't want them lying to my face and saying something when I walk back and somebody tells me, well, he laughed at you because I don't want that. I want somebody to be truthful with me.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I've been watching Schottenheimer. He looks like he's a different man now. He ain't the same energetic man at that podium at those press conferences. He's not that same guy.
You're right, Momo. I would agree with you.
It's the drain of Jerry, the vampire.
See what happens after week
That's what
one.
it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's the drain of Jerry. You hit it right on the head.
I don't know, but yeah. Well, you can say
he
Jerry.
Can't have a.
It's the drain of.
The drain of being the Cowboys head coach.
Yes, there you
That's
go.
it. Yeah, that's it. I should say it that way.
You are
Right.
required to do way more than any normal franchise. Like Eagles, I mean, the head coach doesn't have to have a press conference every day, right?
Right.
You don't hear from the owner as much as you do with the Cowboys.
Right.
listen, it comes with the territory. We always said this, and this isn't, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying if you win with Dallas, you really have done something because with all the distractions, it's not easy.
You have to overcome a lot
exactly.
being a Dallas coach.
You do.
That's why I didn't think he was a good candidate.
I mean, Momo, he may not be able to handle it. There's some coaches who can and can't. Jason Garrett handled it because he was drafted by the Cowboys. He was in the organization for years already. Same thing. Bill Parcells had been through the NFL forever, so that nothing was going to phase Bill Parcells. Like shit, you think Bill Parcells is going to be affected by Jerry? No, he didn't give a shit. Some guys are built for it. Some guys aren't.
I think, to your point, Mike McCarthy just looked defeated there at the end of the season. He's like overcoming no help. They're not giving me any help here. Overcoming the owner's BS. It's just a lot, man. You got to be pretty tough-minded to coach the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, it's like the president of the United States. Every one of them, they're young when they come in, when they get out, they're all like dilapidated.
Agreed.
And you age ridiculous.
Got gray hair and shit.
I mean, way more than that.
Pour up when you leave
think
office.
He was the right person for the job because I thought he would be a better head coach somewhere else than the Cowboys. That's all I would say.
It's too early to tell.
Thank you,
it's too early to tell.
That's why I thought Dion was more set up for the moment because Dion plays. This wouldn't phase him at all.
See, that's what we were talking about. And I remember Drew saying, yeah, but the circus. But here's the deal.
Dion wouldn't give a shit. He is a circus,
Who's the one guy, and I flip-flopped on this because at first, remember, I was like, all Dion, Randy. Like, Randy knows because of that. And then we didn't get him. I'm like, all right, well, we got Shoddy. He comes from pedigree. He's got to learn on the job. But, I just did, I have flip-flopped. I ain't gonna
That's
lie
all I was saying. Dion has been a part of the Cowboys for years. He was built for it already.
Now, Dion will bring a circus, but I got news for you. When Dion walks in, they want to interview Dion, right? I'm sorry. I'm not saying he's bigger than Jerry, but
Jerry's not going to care about that. All Jerry's going to see is dollar signs.
Yeah. That's why I'm surprised that
I think he would care because he wants the attention on him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
It's obvious.
It's kind of like with Jimmy Johnson. He didn't want.
That's true. Yep.
I don't think Dion would have lasted in Dallas because he wouldn't take Jerry's shit. He's
was
going to do it his way.
In the idea of he can handle the everyday rigors of the BS.
Yeah, he can handle that. He can handle that.
Let's face it, So
that's why I think when Jerry is gone, I think it's going to be a different situation. I don't think Steven's going to handle it like his dad does. I think he's going to sit back and say, "Y'all handle this part, and I'll handle this part."
Yeah, they alluded to it at the end of the documentary, but Steven didn't have the stones to come out and say it because his father's alive. Again, it's his father. Yeah. Everybody has to. Everybody put yourself in their situation. You get caught up in the richness and the money, but at the end of the day, it's his father. So it's a tough situation. So that's what you get when you go to business with your family, though. Yeah, that's why it's not a good thing because you need to separate, and that's probably why we've been in what we've been in over the years. So it is what it is. I'm not. It's just annoying every day. And that's what they want. That's what they want. But they won't be honest and say that's why we're not winning. But at the end of the day, if you win in Dallas, a lot of that shit, it gets easier too. So it's just whatever.
But I do suspect Shedeur Sanders will be cut.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. They're selling a lot of his jerseys already. They're selling his jerseys like hotcakes.
But why would you have 4 quarterbers on your team? That's unheard of.
They won't for much longer.
You trade one of them.
Cut day hasn't happened yet, though, Momo. They're allowed to have those 4 quarterbacks until it's time to cut down to year 53.
It's easy for us to
I'm
say,
talking
right?
about after the cut. I'm talking about after
Momo,
the cut.
He's making the team.
I was against drafting Shedeur on draft day because of all the BS and all. See, what happens is, now, I don't know about the 4th round. I was fine with that. But remember, we didn't have a 4th round pick because we had traded it for Milton. It's easy to sit here and say after like one preseason game and how he's looking. He looks fantastic. Okay, is he perfect? No. But when you look at our situation, I would have much rather have had Shedeur. And
Me too.
I think we wouldn't have to deal with Milton and trying to learn the game on the fly, basically. So I don't see them cutting him. I think they'll put one. I mean, I think Pickett will be on the IR, right, Rob? It'll be something like that where Pickett. Okay, Rob's not here. Pickett will
No,
be
I'm with
on.
you. No, I'm still
Yeah,
here. Yeah.
like Pickett will be like IR or something because he's been banged up. They'll keep 3 on the roster. So the odd guy.
Gabriel might start off on the practice squad.
Yeah, so the odd guy out will probably be, I don't know, somebody.
Pickett,
but
or Gabriel.
I don't think it'll be Pickett. He was looking really good. That's why.
Don't they have Hundley too?
Maybe.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
do.
did have Huntley.
I think Huntley might be the odd guy out. I think they'll have one. They'll stash one because he is injured, and they'll try and get one to the practice squad. I mean, who's going to pick? I guess. I guess a team
Saints?
like Dallas. How does that work?
Saints?
I'd be if I was
true.
Dallas, I'd be first in line waiting. Whoever they drop, I'm going after because Milton ain't the answer. Come on, guys. Milton is not the answer. We can't even evaluate our freaking receivers and running
he's
backs.
Not the answer, Randy. Again, but not this year. He's not the answer. Yes, I agree. If
Didn't I
something were
say
to
the
happen to
same
Dak
thing
this year,
about the quarterback for the 49ers that came over to trade? Y'all thought he was the answer?
Lance.
no, I never thought he was the answer.
Trey
I never
Lance.
thought he was the answer. I said
No, I didn't either.
No, I never was on that.
Doesn't look bad for the Chargers though.
No, he don't. He don't.
Preseason.
And hopefully, but that's like the ultimate reclamation coach. He seems like he gets more out of his player. He's got that Parcells effect, Jim Harbaugh, where he gets more out of his players than normal people.
He's a quarterback whisperer.
I mean, we can say whatever we want about Shanahan, but he's a good coach. He can't win too much. He hasn't won a Super Bowl, but he's done pretty well. For whatever reason, it didn't work with Shanahan, and it didn't work with McCarthy. So I don't know. I'm always happy for the kid if he can turn it around. But he looks good in preseason, far better than he looked in Dallas. So that's all we can really go by. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's talk about some around the league stuff here. Let me pull it up. See what's going on.
Clemente asked for an injury report from the Eagles. If you don't mind, I could actually drop that while you're looking
go
up.
ahead, please.
So as far as the injury report, it's pretty long. Some of it is precautionary in my opinion. But like AJ Brown, his hamstring still. Dickerson, of course, his knee. Mailata had a concussion, so he's not practicing. Tanner McKee has a finger injury, but it's not on his throwing arm. Makuba with his hamstring, Devontae with the groin. Keeley, they say quad. I honestly think he might be up for a trade. That's my opinion on that. We could dig more into that if you guys want to. And then, of course, Johnny Wilson is done for the season.
What happened with him?
Leg and knee.
I know he tore his knee, but how did that happen? In practice or something?
Yeah. He got rolled on during practice.
Well,
he got rolled up on and yeah, he's done.
Because I was involved in a group text and somebody said that. I'm like, well, no offense. I would say it's on the lines of Mingo, really, when it comes to now. Mingo is not torn, but again, I don't know that Johnny Wilson was necessarily having a great camp. So I don't know that he was in the plans. I don't know that he wasn't, but he wasn't a top 3 or 4 guy, right? So you figure you have AJ, Devontae, you got Dotson, and now you got Mechie. He wasn't beating those 4, so I feel sorry for the player, but it doesn't really hurt. Yeah, it just hurts your depth or whatever.
Right.
But it is what it is. Knock on wood, both teams haven't suffered anything too major. Looks like I'm going to lose the bet to Wade. That's fine. I watched Diggs's video. He's saying week 2 or 3. That was last night, but then you're hearing today that he might be ready. So who knows? I could care less about that. I was just, again, I don't know what's going on with Diggs. But anyway, go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
No. That's simply the injury report. Again, just like how you said, nothing of really significance with the exception of Lander Dickerson. But beyond that, everybody else, looks happy. And I think with Wilson going down, that pretty much just cleared the extra spot for that rookie that we have, that Cooper, who's been a big standout as far as wide receivers go. They're saying that he's going to make the team now. There's rumors out there that the reason why Keeley is supposedly hurt now is to protect him from any kind of injury, so they could try to package him up for a trade. How true that is, who knows? But that's just what I hear.
He has size, and that in itself, and in my opinion, when we talk about trades at this stage, it is a smart thing to do. Why? Not saying that they're going to cut Ringo, but you may get a 6th round pick, a conditional 6th, if he goes and plays with somebody. And that's what you want, rather than be in a position to have a guy like Ringo be on your 53. If you really don't want him, but, you know, so I don't know. We shall see.
Did you say Gringo or Mingo?
Ringo.
Or Ringo.
Ringo. And he's not a gringo.
He's definitely not a gringo, and he's not Johnny Ringo either. So.
He's not Johnny Ringo, but he's not brothers with Johnny or Mingo.
No, he's not. He's not brothers with
Mingo. Ringo, Gringo, whatever. Well, yeah. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, buddy. The Moshers, Darlene, and the Philadelphia Eagles got a lot of major injuries and are going down week 1. I don't think it's that bad, Moshers. And again, I'll be honest, after last year, I'm going to keep it 100. If they didn't have a particular player, I would tell you, right now, they have a severe advantage over us.
Yeah, Mosher, actually, I disagree with that. AJ's going to be fine for week 1. He's out there running. He's throwing the ball. I honestly think it's just all precautionary. But I think he's going to be available for week 1.
Lou Branch, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'd be careful with A.J. Brown. You got a long season ahead of you. I don't know if I'd rush him back off a hamstring.
Well, my thing is,
I agree, but
I don't think it matters. I think you can beat Dallas without A.J. Brown. Sorry, I know. Sorry, Cowboy fans. I think if A.J. don't play, that'll help. Don't get me wrong. That'll help because their record without A.J. is substantially, it's not great. So, you know, I think they're 4 games under 500.
The only way the Cowboys are going to beat the Eagles, the Cowboys can't get in a slugfest with the Eagles, everyone. We know what they got to do. They got to jump to an early lead and rush the passer.
Yeah.
That's how they're going to have to beat the Eagles.
Yeah. 30 Cent says, week 1 is a trap game for the Eagles. They're going to go in there thinking we are a cakewalk, but we're going to spike their cake with some ghost pepper. Dirty Sanchez, that's what we're hoping. I just can't predict it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
wouldn't bet on the game.
Yeah, that's what there you go. I'm not going to bet on that. Obviously, I'm hoping that Dallas wins, but
Rob is going to bet on it.
Rob, I'm not going to put my hard-earned money down saying Dallas is going to win the game. That's just foolish, people. We haven't seen nothing that says anything other than that's my thing. Now, in saying that, anything can happen. This is NFL football. So I'm not.
And it's a division game.
And we already. These people in this.
And I'm not even. Hold on. And I'm not even going to trust anything, even if the Cowboys win. Right. I'm still not going to trust shit. I'm going to tell you something. Last year they won the first game, and then they fell off a cliff after that shit. I'm not. Even if they won, I'm not going to say they're good.
Sanchez, I appreciate you.
Who they beat that first game?
They beat Cleveland, and everyone's like, "Oh man, we looking pretty solid." I was saying the same shit, and then we fell off a cliff.
Yeah, and then we fell off a cliff again. Yeah, do I want to win? For obvious reasons. Yeah, I would like to win the game.
Quarterback for Cleveland.
Last year? Are you all right, Mama? You got a little frog in your throat?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year we who was it, Rob? Who was
Cleveland Browns week 1?
I know who was it? Who was the quarterback?
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
It was Massaji Watson, right.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson.
His hands were slick with lube. Him and Lube Garrett were hanging out. Oh God, what's up, Comic Econ? How are Eric Haters? Haven't seen you in a while, brother. How are you? Happy B-Day, man. Keep your head up and totally ready for the season. We need Micah though. Well, Micah will be there. I just hope it's a happy Micah.
Micah ain't sitting out. And when they were Brian Broaddus and then we're talking, they're not going to, the way Brian Broaddus was talking earlier, they're not going to sign him.
Yeah.
He's going to ride out the whole year like this. I told y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's coming.
Let me ask you guys this. This is, I don't like.
I think you're right.
It's annoying, but let me ask you this. What are the odds that Micah says, well, my back's still stiff. I'm not good enough to play? What
I'd be like,
happens
damn,
next?
you're going to eat 1.7?
No,
You're insane.
no. He's not sitting out. He's injured.
He's injured. Yeah.
What do
I
you
think
do
he's-
then? Stacy Flowers.
Well,
what's up,
don't you
brother?
have to prove that you're injured?
Well, a back
Don't
is
you
a
have to
back,
go
man.
to the
How
family
many-
doctor? I mean, the doctor.
We all got
the team
doctors who
doctor?
can get a
Backache
note
or
for you.
backache?
If I'm a player, if I'm a veteran player on the team, I'm looking at Micah
No,
and
you're
I'm
not.
telling you, you need to get your bitch ass out there. Quit your
He's
bullshit.
just trying to apply some
You're going to
pressure.
get your money. Throw some balls like Dak Prescott and gamble on yourself. That's what I
You
would
know what
tell
I
Micah
would do
Parsons
if I
if
was
I was
Micah?
his teammate.
It-
Throw some nuts like that.
Micah is he's a part owner of like Bleacher Report. He's making millions through
Right,
Bleacher
yeah.
Report, right? So if I'm
Oh,
Micah,
he's making money.
if I'm Micah, I play and then I lay into my team every week. What are they gonna do? Fine you? Say this is what I do every week. I've been doing it. So yeah, I'm sorry. He don't have an NDA yet. You could bet your ass that he's gonna have an NDA
Okay.
in this new contract. You could
I have a
guarantee.
question.
You want to go
Wow,
ahead?
since you
In here,
said
brother.
since you said that, remember when he had Darius Slay on his podcast?
Yes.
As a Cowboy fan, was y'all upset?
That was irritating. That was
That
irritating.
was crazy. That was crazy, Momo.
But that's different
That was-
than saying,
that was irritating.
yeah, I want to get paid. Jerry, I don't know what's going on up there.
But I'm saying,
Yeah.
at that time, were y'all upset with Micah?
I
being-
I was irritated by him because I was like,
hilarious.
bro,
It didn't bother me.
That was
like, we
hilarious.
just got our asses beat.
Yeah,
You're
but
on the
Bleacher
day. No,
Report sucks now. Their app sucks.
you
I
know,
can tell
it's
you that.
it's just irritating. I bet you the Eagles fans would be irritated if their players did that. They got killed by the
wasn't
Cowboys,
bothered
and next
by
thing
it.
you know, an Eagles player's on a Cowboys podcast.
My
that's what
competitive
VIP
nature
for.
weight, I agree. I would be pissed about it. 'cause
Eagles
I'm
player,
very competitive.
Eagles
But I
fan
mean,
base
you
would
know
be
how it is,
grilling them.
Rob. As soon as
But
the
they're all
game-
friends nowadays.
That's
Yeah, it's
exactly right.
They
Even
trade jerseys and shit. It's
yeah.
just a whole
Well,
different kind
that's
of
where
way
I
of
was
doing
going.
shit.
Right after the
Yeah.
game,
Yep.
just think, and let's say you lose to Dallas one of these games. We've been on the other end of it, but let's say you lose. Next thing you know, you got. Well, we've seen it. We've seen Darius Slay, but let's say we see, let's say Dallas gets a Georgia player, and they just lost on the field, and now you're yucking it up and exchanging jerseys. They don't care. The fans take the hit. They don't care. I mean, they're upset for a little bit, but then once they leave and get in their Rolls Royces and Lambos or whatever the hell they're driving,
All they got to do is check their checking account and look and see. Oh yeah,
You know,
okay. Well, we lost, but that's too bad.
Yeah, and
You know
every
what's a-
Tuesday it
yeah,
grows
yeah.
more.
Check
Hey,
how
and
much
per-
Micah
per-
Parsons has made
Eric, I
on
like
sponsors.
Booker a lot, brother.
That's a perfect example. That commercial with the two guys, cage fighters are fighting, and then the next scene is them having a drink together.
Last night was funny, Comic Econ. He says, I watched the Netflix series. Our fans hated Jerry Jones since he bought them. I seen they drew like devil horns on him. Yeah. And well, last night he was trying to say, thank you to the fans. And they're like, sign Micah, or we want Micah. That was hysterical. I mean, that's what they want. They want Micah, man. That's what they want.
Don't y'all think that it's both of them?
I don't want Micah. I
people's
want a damn
fault?
Super
Don't you
Bowl
think
trophy.
it's Jerry and Micah's fault?
Yeah, but you ain't getting it without Micah, brother. Sorry.
I want a
Why don't
Lombardi.
you
Oh,
walk in
hell
a room
yes,
and
we can
figure
get a
it out?
Lombardi without Micah.
Not
Trade
this
his
year, you
ass and
can't.
get 3 first-round picks.
Yeah,
Trade
okay.
his ass.
Oh,
I know,
okay.
Rob A. We
Oh,
need to
wait.
trade his ass.
3 first-round picks. So you trade him to Green Bay, you're going to be drafting in the 20s.
No,
You
I
drafted.
ain't
I'm not
traded-
trading to Green Bay.
You drafted Tyler Guyton. You drafted Mozzie Smith. Are you that sure that we're going to get 3 good players?
Good.
Oh wait.
I'm trading
Three
to
first-round
Tennessee to
picks and an
Cleveland.
all-pro defensive lineman. I'm trading it. Hold on. If I could
I
trade him to
got
the Bills and get that
silence.
all-pro defensive lineman and 3 first-round
He
picks,
ain't
you're
all
damn
pro.
right I'm
And
trading that.
Oliver
pick.
Oh, the
You
desperation.
damn right.
The desperation.
Since
Rob, Ed Oliver
1991.
ain't all
This
pro.
ain't Jimmy
You're
Johnson.
telling me I got to pay this guy $40 million. I can go out in free agency and get another guy $40 million, and the next year that could at least put up 10 sacks a year. Come on now.
No,
Tennessee, Cleveland, or Jacksonville, I'd trade
the
him.
only way you got to listen. All right.
He wants to go to Washington. Y'all already.
That's the problem with the
Or
Cowboys.
Vegas. Oh, God, no,
is
you ain't,
they-
Momo.
that's the problem with the Cowboys is they just want to rush the passer. They don't want to solidify the trenches and punch people
Well,
in the
you
mouth. I'm
can.
getting tired of this shit. I'm getting tired of rush. We need rushers. We need weapons. We need rushers. No, we need fat ass trash cans
Who-
full of dirt that can
who said
control
we
the
need
middle of the
rushers?
field.
Who said we need rushers? We got plenty of rushers.
You know, Cowboys fans. You know, oh, we need more weapons. We need
Happy
this.
birthday.
We need another wide receiver.
Here
We
we
got
go. Eagle
2
Wade
wide
is out.
receivers already.
Fucking Eagle
I'm
Wade
just
is here.
saying.
If
You know how it
trade-
is.
I agree with you, Wade. I agree
You
with
know
you
how it is.
100%.
You know how Cowboys fans are. We got 2 wide receivers that are first, and they're like, oh, we need another wide receiver. Why?
You can't beat them. Join them. If you trade if you trade to one of the top teams, you need more than 3 first-round picks, middle of the pack and below the first. Yeah, Dirty Sanchez. I'm just saying. He's saying trade him. I put a hypothetical because there's been actual hard evidence that they made an actual deal. There's no way I'm trading him to the Packers. Absolutely not. But I'm not trading him to anybody unless
I trade him out of conference for sure.
I'm trading him to a team who's going to have a top 5 draft pick. That's it.
That's what I was just saying.
For that.
I mean, and I want multiple. But if you're not, I need to know at least one of them is going to be a top 5.
You don't think Tennessee would be tempted to trade their all-pro defensive lineman for Micah and their first overall pick?
I don't want the all-pro. I want the picks. You know, if I can go, because like Rob said, I don't know, the Pickens will be here next year, right? Number 1.
Right.
You go give me the Alabama wide receiver, or go get me the University of Florida 6'6", 330-pound defensive tackle.
Right.
I don't care.
I agree.
You know, I don't care, but that's what I want. I don't need a 29, 30-year-old defensive tackle. Are you ready to win a Super Bowl now? Okay, then that's fine. I would be willing to trade with Tennessee. I don't hate
we were saying the same shit when Calais Campbell was over 30. We don't want an over 30-year-old defensive tackle. And then the guy proceeds to be a Pro Bowler the next 8 years. It didn't make any sense.
Well, listen, I hear what you're saying. How many Super Bowls has Calais Campbell won, right? I mean...
Yeah, but do you remember, though, when Bobby Wagner was a free agent? We heard Cowboys Nation say the same shit about Bobby Wagner.
We wanted him. We wanted him.
But the guy's on the radio.
When you trade a guy like Micah...
30.
All I'm saying, Wade, is if I'm trading a guy like Micah, I need to have some assurances, like at the NBA draft. I need to have some protection here, right? That's why I'm signing him now.
Jerry said the same thing. I need some assurances. Just because I signed Micah don't mean he's going to be here. He could be hurt
now, and I'm not giving him a no trade, and you still have leverage to trade his ass.
Okay, what if he's asking for a no trade clause?
I would trade Micah, not now. I would trade him after the year.
But what if he's asking for a no trade clause?
I'm not giving it to him. How's that? And I'll win that because he ain't no damn well near in any kind of leverage to earn it. I'll give him extra millions not to give him a no trade. What I'm trying to get at is I will trade him after the season, before the draft, and I know where the guy's going and what draft pick I'm getting. That's the only way I'm trading him.
I could agree trading him after the season during the offseason.
Stupid.
No, not right. I could agree during the offseason next year.
I'm on board with you then. Yes. I absolutely am on board with you.
Before the draft, I am for sure on board with that.
Because if I could trade him, let's say we have a bad year. Let's just say that we get a top 10 pick this year. It's not as, listen, if we're talking 9 or 10, okay, well then you're not far away from 4 or 5 if you get injuries. I'm just being honest. You're not that far out of the realm.
Right.
With our schedule, if we get a top 10 pick and then we trade Micah for multiple picks, including another top end, well, now you got Arch Manning talking about coming out.
Pick of the second round too.
Right, that's where you get it. Arch Manning already came out this week and said not so fast about me not entering the NFL draft this year. Right. I still don't think he will, but he put it out there that his grandfather doesn't speak for him. He probably got whooped.
Well, I think he's looking at if Dallas is up there, maybe I take a chance and go out, or if whatever team he's wanting to go to.
Host Archie,
or the Saints, who aren't going to be good.
And he
the Saints,
good as his family. He could be a bust.
Yeah.
Who's
Oh
that?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Manning?
You know what? Okay, so 3 Mannings have been in the league, and they all 3 haven't been busts. I think I'll bet that this Manning is going to be pretty decent.
Scott,
exactly.
Keep Phil Moffitt and Holden on team. I agree with you,
Did you see what Peyton Manning said about him yesterday? He's got a better arm than Peyton Manning. He's got throws that we haven't seen
before. He's got legs, too. He's got legs.
I was just going to say that, too. Well, he did that last year when he was in a couple of those games. He was very mobile.
Well, you know what? And this goes, and Drew's not here. I don't like talking. It's not negative, but, I don't, don't take it as negative. But when we talk about what were you just talking about, guys? I lost my train of thought. What were
Manning.
we
Talking about trading Micah before the draft.
No, we were talking about Manning.
Manning.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
think
and
what I was
Peyton
going to
came out and
say.
said that he was making the throws.
Fuck. That's what
And
happens when you
running.
get old,
He's like
guys.
he's
Manning
like a
come out
combination.
that he
before
had
the
a better
draft. We're
arm than
talking
he
about
did.
draft and Manning coming
Oh,
out before the
all
draft.
right,
We don't know.
that's what I got. Sorry, I got it back. This goes back to Romo, and this is what I was kind of telling Drew like a couple weeks ago, and each quarterback is different. Now, I don't know where Dak Prescott stands in this, but I know how he looks when he doesn't have it. And let me finish my thought here. Romo said, I could see the edges, right? I could see left tackle, for the most part. As we saw, Romo had an innate ability to feel the pressure coming on the outside. I don't think Dak is as good as Romo in that area. Now, the right tackle, obviously he could see because he's right-handed. He's looking at it. The important part of an offensive line is the center and the two guards. At least, he needed that. Romo needed that. They went into it. I was listening to it. It was a really incredible interview. They were talking to him, and he said he was involved in getting Travis Frederick. And when Travis Frederick was drafted by the Cowboys, you remember, Rob, that everybody, half the people in the country were like, oh, my God, he's a third-round talent, right? Yeah. But they did their homework, and it was, what's his name, Callahan, arguably
Bill Callahan?
It was Bill Callahan. Bill Callahan said, no, he's a first-round guy. He's very, very strong. And Romo Tony needs that pocket to be able to step up. He's the type of, and most quarterbacks would rather have the interior, that nice little bubble where you could take a couple steps up and throw, rather than worry. Obviously, you want a stud. You want the Eagles. Here we go with the damn dogs. Obviously, you want the Eagles where your studs across the line, but the important thing is up the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your interior. Yep.
That's what Romo was saying. He needed that. And so I would say we are set up for that potentially. That's all. So that's why, and this goes to Wade's point, if you do trade a guy, I don't know why we just don't overpay. Like when Vita Vea was on the block a couple years ago when he was a free agent.
Vita Vea.
You overpay for that shit. Why waste a draft pick when you can go out and just overpay? You don't mind overpaying for your quarterback.
Just get a Vita Vea, be good for the next 6 years.
But you know what I mean? Now he's getting older, but if you would have got him a couple years ago when he got the big contract, he would have came to Dallas. Shit, pay him. But they don't do it. And now you got to use See, normal people don't use Eagles kind of got lucky with Jalen Carter.
Yeah, we got way lucky.
Going into the draft, he was the number one talent. It was one of those weaker, in my opinion, sorry if anybody's got one of them quarterbacks, one of those weak quarterback drafts where I like Jalen Carter's, and they were trying to get up. Remember, they were trying to get up, and they moved a little bit, right? But I think they went to 9, right? They went with 9. Yeah. I think they got him. But he was my number one player on the board, and that's just like good karma, right? You try, everybody say no, just like with Kenyon Mitchell, the best corner in the draft. They were trying to move up, and they didn't have to. He fell in your lap. So sometimes you got to be lucky, but I don't normally like taking big guys in the draft high normally. But in my opinion, Jalen Carter is a rare breed. And then what happens, Rob, is everybody tries to make everybody out to be, well, he's the next Jalen Carter, just like Ashton Genty this year, right? Oh, well, he's the best thing. Didn't we just hear that when Bijan came out? He's the best, the highest running back grade ever. And he's good, but he's not that. And now we're hearing Ashton Genty, the highest. He's unbelievable. He's going to set all the records. Okay. Yeah. That's a tough spot. Everybody tries to be the next best guy, and I would rather just go out in free agency and go get a big guy and use those high picks. Just look at our success as a franchise. When we drafted a quarterback 1, that's when you get the success. Now, you hope. So if you have an opportunity to get Arch, if he ends up being what we think, you go get him. You get him. So that's why I would be willing to trade Micah. A long way about it. But, all right. Any other news out there, people? Any other injury news? Let me go look at John Machota's page for Dallas.
Maybe that's why they're waiting to sign. They're waiting to see what happens this season.
Yeah.
I know. Apparently, the quarterback from the Ravens, they were worried because something happened, but they thought it was so serious injury, but it wasn't. He just got his foot stepped on. He was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lamar.
Yeah, exactly. Real quick, John Machota, Brian Schottenheimer, this was 17 minutes ago. Brian Schottenheimer to the Cowboys players. Don't look at mock drafts. Don't get caught up in that. Well, hey, they might only keep 5 or 6 receivers, and I'm the 7th guy right now. Why would you do that? We haven't made any decisions yet. Just go play. I think that's a good sign. That's a good thing to tell your players. I mean, again, things have a way of working themselves out. Injury-wise,
why lie to your players? You already made decisions. We all know y'all made the decisions on who y'all gonna keep.
But they still have to play, right? It's football. You gotta play 46 guys, and even if a guy gets nicked up, you could always throw a guy on a list. And once the season
I will say this, Holden. Go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. I'm just rambling. You guys can talk, man.
What I was going to say is I heard Holden went off at practice yesterday. He caught like 5 balls, a touchdown over the top. So I heard he went off yesterday at practice.
Practice, though.
Well, it is practice, but you got to find a way to, to make yourself look good out there somehow.
Yeah.
As soon as they cut these players, it's going to be like a bonanza feast.
Again, Dallas every year, what they do. They finagle the roster by putting people on lists that maybe aren't injured. It happens all around the league, not just Dallas. So they're not going to lose too many guys. There's only 2 real positions that are really. I wish they would cut C.J. Goodwin. Sorry, C.J. You're 36 years old, 37.
I'm with you on that too.
Get rid of. I mean, he plays one position, Rob. He doesn't play corner anymore. He's a special teamer. We got all these young players who are faster. You maybe don't have the instincts for special teams, but have played special teams all camp and play a damn position. I have a problem with that.
Okay. He doesn't deserve a spot.
He does not deserve a spot. Now they'll probably cut him. From what I'm hearing, they're going to cut him anyway and then bring him back. I don't think he deserves to be brought back. That's my thing. Right. Go with
loyalty. That's all it's about.
Okay, Momo. So what do you think about loyalty in this day and age? Do you want to win or do you want to be loyal?
I want to win. But you know how Jerry is.
But look at your Commanders are doing. Terry McLaurin is the most loyal guy that could ever lace him up for Washington, and they're not offering him a deal. He
wants too much money. He wants 33.
Bunch of grumpy old men.
He wants 33 AAV, but what's his guarantees? I mean,
I don't know, but he wants money like TK. He's not getting that kind of money TK got.
DK, all right, Rob. So I need some outside, Rob. Compare McLaurin. If you're starting, are you a big DK guy? Rob?
No. I mean, I think he's good.
I'm
not. But
I don't know. I'm not going to put words in it. Just give me your quick. Like, if you obviously he may be a little younger. I think DK came out early. I think he's a little younger than McLaurin, but.
They came with the same draft class.
Yeah, DK's only 27.
Yeah, but he's young.
Well, he's almost 28.
Yeah,
he's almost young. 28.
Yeah. Okay, right, so he's maybe a year and a half younger in age or something like that. I think Terry's a better player.
I do too. He's more consistent.
You know what I mean? Like route running, he's demonstrated that he could get over 1,000 yards with eyebrows throwing them the damn football. Hit Taylor Heineke. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Taylor.
So, and he's just a dude. He's just a good ball player. Have we seen DK being able to? Was he as good without Russell? I don't think so. Was he very? I don't know. I think he's kind of a big guy. They kind of tend to drop off faster.
And Gino threw to him.
What's that?
Gino.
Yeah, but Seattle also had 2 other pretty good receivers. So it's not like all the pressure. Yeah, Tyler Lockett and that Njigba.
Yeah.
Jackson and Jigba.
Yeah.
I mean, so DK didn't, where Terry, on the other hand, I mean, he required a lot of attention because what was opposite of him last year? Tolbert. So, I mean, and Terry still got it done. Where DK, I mean, he had some good numbers, but it's not like they could double team DK and he's still bringing in the numbers. I mean, he was singled out there because they still had locked in.
I think they will sell in between the middle, 30, 31 million. That's what I paid.
You could still offer him 33 and never really pay him the full 33. Just give him a bigger
signing bonus.
Yeah, and make them happy.
But incentives. So I'll throw some incentives in there too.
I
just pay the man is the bottom line.
And Momo, he may be asking for 33, but he's shooting for the sky. I don't have the numbers in front of me, Rob. I don't know. What did Higgins get? I think that's a fair comparison. What did Higgins get? Maybe 27?
Wow.
Maybe 27.
What did he go? Yeah, I think it was
something like that, right?
We looked it up the other day. I'll pull it up now, but I know Higgins.
Something like that to me is where,
because Metcalf got 4 for 132.
Okay. And
Momo,
you were saying, wow. I mean, why? What's up?
Nah, I was just thinking about.
He's asking 33, but he's not going to get 33.
No.
I don't think. I mean, listen, if he gets traded, he will. He'll get what he wants. He got 28, says Vinny Hagan. I'm thinking that's kind of where he's going to end, right around there. And I think I'll take it. It's all about the guarantees, I think.
I think they'll give him 30.
I think 30. I think 30 as well, only because Higgins is technically a 2. And Terry would push back saying, why are you giving me Higgins money if I'm the 1 year?
That's
so
true.
I think 30 would it should get it done, but who knows what.
It's all about the incentives and the guarantee upfront money. That's what I think. That's the like.
And the years.
Momo,
and the years.
They just wanted to say Brian Robinson.
Yeah,
Brian Robinson. They don't need Brian Robinson anymore.
No, you don't need him, but I'm hearing the latest is New Orleans is trying to get the Robinson. Miami's. I don't know why Miami's involved in trying to get Robinson, but he will. But I think he will be traded. He will be. I think Koski Merritt is a good ball player. Let me play this real quick. This is something that this was a couple hours ago. Jerry Jones on Fox Dallas. Let's listen in.
How close are you to getting a deal with him?
Mike is a great player, not a good player, but a great player. He knows more than anyone that it's a team thing. And so I know everybody's tired of hearing this, but you've got to put this puzzle together so that you can have some other people out there playing with Michael. That's the art of the deal, and that's why we're trying to get done. And we're trying to make this thing work. But we have all the appreciation in the world for what he can mean to the years ahead. We're proud to have you.
All right, there it was. So he didn't say he has a contract. He didn't say he has a contract. So that's a bit of a better news, if you ask me. He didn't say, well, he's under contract. They are talking. I do think a deal gets done. I think Micah will fold. And I believe the reason why he'll fold is because he does not own the leverage. He's not going to go into another season like he did last year, where he had what was it, Randy? The high ankle? I think that's what it was. He had a high ankle
he had a high ankle sprain.
He's not going to do that. He's going to get paid. It may not be what Michael wants, meaning 45. I think we're talking literally about 3 to 4 million, but that's a year over the length of the contract. So you're probably talking 3, 6, 9, 12. Anywhere from 12 to 15 million of guaranteed money is what they're arguing over, in my opinion. Anybody have any thoughts of what they're? I mean, I think they're looking at T.J. Watt, and they're not looking at 45. And Micah's agent is trying to get, like, kind of what Dak did, just blow everybody out of the water.
Micah trying to get as much as he can.
Micah better start screwing around, or he else is going to franchise tag him.
Well,
they need to look closer to Garrett.
You don't need to do that for a while since he's still under contract.
Exactly. Yep. So again, that's a bit of better news. It's a different tone because what did he say? He said, "I I know you guys are tired of hearing this. He hears it. He's at his effing practice last night at the Ford Center at the Star, and he's trying to talk to the crowd. They're saying, "Pay Micah." I mean, he knows what's happening. It's just a matter of, I can only speak from like myself. I've done it to this day, and I'm not a millionaire, right? I do it all the time when I'm out, or if I will take less. I don't need the top dollar. And, you would think I would be really, really watching my every dollar. It's like, he's got a podcast career. He owns, or he's a part owner. I don't know how they did that with Bleacher Report, making millions, right? He's going to make over $40 million annually. He's going to get 40, 80. He's going to get close to 200 million guaranteed. And this is this contract. Now, we heard his brother on my podcast basically say he wants to be retired by 31. I don't think that helps his cause to even say that, because then you put the idea is that he is holding out for every last dollar, because this is going to be his one and only contract. He should have just kept his mouth shut, in my opinion. I don't know if the Joneses are aware of that. Anybody have any thoughts on what I said? Do you think that he should take less a little bit? I mean, more towards the 41 and J.J. Watt? I mean, what are we fighting over? That's a lot of money.
He needs to get signed. He just got to stop playing around.
Why are we holding out for
I
every
think
dollar?
by Monday you're going to see him signed. I think by Monday you're going to see him signed.
I think by
Jerry
game
was
week,
totally different than what you just played. Jerry
right.
was
Bro,
his
they're
tone was
taking
different.
They're taking it this whole year. I promise you.
All right, well,
I'm telling y'all, they're going to let the chips fall.
all right, Momo. I'll talk to you later, brother. Yeah, you sound like you need
I
some.
have a
some tea.
feeling they're going to let the chips fall, and they're going to use a franchise tag or trade.
I don't. I would bet you, but
I
I'm already
don't
owe you
either.
100 probably, so I'm done betting for now. Not with you, you fucking snake. Scott, Joe, I think he's nervous about big money after Diggs. Scott, you make a point there, man. You make a.
Green Bay loss changed him.
Well, I think Slater's the one that probably kind of doesn't help Micah's cause. Yeah, but I still think he's going to get paid. I think by the 30th he'll probably be signed.
I would love to know where that's gonna. I mean, I'm gonna pull up the just for
banner night.
Well, we know Watt got. I'm gonna pull up what JJ Watt got.
You don't think Jerry and them here? Oh, he'll do it like always. Okay, before the season.
That was
you don't
different,
think he hears
though.
that?
That was different. What we just heard. That's all I'm saying, right, Randy? That was a little.
I
different.
take everything Jerry says.
He sounded totally
of
different
salt.
there. He started saying
TJ,
Micah was
not
the
JJ.
greatest player. He's been really kind of hammering him lately. Like, well, Micah's got a hurt back, and we pay our great players. He wasn't saying that this time. Something has changed.
TJ Watt. Here we go.
He got 41 a year,
108 guaranteed at signing.
Yep.
123
3-year
million extension, and signed a 3-year 123. So that's 3
What does
years.
that work out to be per year?
3
3 years for
41.
41. So
40.
So he gets 4 years for 42, and you give him a little bit more guaranteed money on top.
I'm telling you,
what we're talking about.
That's why
what
I think he wants more, though. I think he wants. I have a feeling he's asking for 45.
Yeah, I agree with you. We're not paying that. So let me
that'd
ask
be crazy for
everybody.
them to pay
And
that.
a no trade clause. I
No,
feel like
I'm
he
not
wants
doing
45 and a no trade
No.
clause.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
He's not going to get that.
Here's the deal. You want a no trade? You need to come off of your 45. I'm not giving him a no trade. So I'm taking that off the table. You're not getting a now. So this all goes into why it's not as easy as people think. Even though we all want it done. Now, we also heard that they're not talking to him. So I get it. So you figure 41 a year, but it includes 108 million at signing. I want everybody to understand, when you get $108 million put into your bank account in this market, you're making potentially 18-20% on your money if you invest it properly. I know last year I made 21% on my 401k. So you know what I'm saying? If you know what you're doing and invest it properly, especially the last couple of days haven't been the best in the market, but all in all, you're still up like big time.
Investing in AI stocks and.
But I mean, just think about that. I mean,
quantum computer stocks.
Like we talk about 108
Actually,
million.
be careful with that. Chat GTP just got hacked, so there's
What
that.
happened?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so 41. I agree with Rob. I think he's asking for 45. I'm not doing that. So let me ask you guys: are you now? This is why when other content creators go nuts and start using weird terminology for what's going on and take it outside of business and make it personal, and I'm going to leave it at that. Why?
Well, if he's asking for 45, I'm going to tell him flat out. First of all, you get 41, 42. And if you don't like that, then we're going to just let you play the year out. We're going to franchise you next year.
Told him
And the
that.
following year, we're going to trade you.
Yep.
So,
and we're going to trade you where we want to trade you, not where you want to go.
This is why when we really get into the weeds of the numbers, this is why I have the stance that I do. You know, I want Micah and all. I do. And he helps us win. But you're not in the position to dictate anything. We have you under contract. So that is worth X amount of dollars. And maybe that's what they're trying to figure out. How much is that worth? You're asking for $4 million more than the next closest guy.
With no one else coming even due to even say, well, I want to reset the market, you know, compared to the next guy up. There's no one else.
What's up, Dustin? How are you, brother?
It's peaked. It's peaked already. So with it peaking, I mean, I would offer 42, and I wouldn't offer more than that. I mean, there's just
Vinny Hagan agreed, brother. And
it's greedy.
Yeah, it's greedy, especially. And listen, I know what he's. It's a tough situation, but has not played out the string. He hasn't even been franchised yet.
Nope.
Scott O says 43 is fair. Matt Batten 41 or 42 at the low. I think I would go as high as 43. But then again,
there would be no trade clause, though.
I'm not giving him a no trade clause.
I don't want to have two players on my team.
Here's the deal, Randy. When I give you, all right, let's say, all right, so 108 million guaranteed at signing divided by 3. What's 3 into 110? So 3, 40, 80, 120, 35, 70. Okay, so
36.
maybe. Well, you figure 35 times 3 is 30, 60, 90, 105. So you figure 108. Let's just say, I'm just trying to average it out. If TJ got 108 for a 3-year deal, so if it's 36, let's say 30, 60, 90, 120, 155. If I'm giving him $155 million at signing, you're not getting a no trade clause. That is your no trade right there, buddy. I'm giving you $155 million at the 150. Let's just round it off. I'm giving you $150 million on a 4-year deal, and you're not getting a no trade. Sorry. If you can't handle having $150 million in your bank account by close of business today and a total value of, I don't know, what's 43
Jerry
times
over
4?
talking about it was $200 million. I wonder if that's a tall tale.
I did hear last night, though, on the Cowboys site that Jerry promised, after they shook their first deal, Jerry went back and offered him more. And he says, no, I want more than that. That's what I heard last night. So he came back to Micah and said, we'll pay you more. But Micah wanted more than what he offered to pay him again. Yeah. That's what I heard last night.
And that's why I think he wants 45. I mean, because I heard the same thing, Randy, that what you're saying. So to me, I think it's just to the point where it's better to cut ties with him, you know, trade him while the stock is high and get yourself some good quality picks, man, and trade him to a crappy team where you're going to get a top 10 pick, you know, in the first and second round and maybe a first, you know, the following year and, you know, go get you, you know, some more pieces.
And you can't say that it won't happen. Because Myles Garrett decided to stay with the Cleveland Browns. And let's face it, I know they have talent people, but are they winning a Super Bowl anytime soon?
Nope.
So, but he don't care. And, you know, money makes you happiness. Give him $200 million and give him $75 million every single year, guaranteed with a no trade. Yeah, that's.
Well, I'm telling you, I would go to him and
nuts.
say,
Sorry,
here's the
bro.
deal. If you don't like that deal, I'm giving you a choice of Cleveland, Tennessee, or Jacksonville. You're going to one of them three,
Yeah, but
whether
he'll
you
just
like
tell
it or
them that he's
not.
not signing another long-term deal. That's what he'll say. But then he's got 3 years to
Yeah.
go before he's really free, because it's been reported, everybody, that the franchise tag number is $24 million a year. It is not. The franchise tag, that is for linebacker, right? The franchise tag for an edge rusher is $21 million a year. So that is the difference. They are saying, oh, he's a linebacker. No, you're not. You want to sit there and argue. You haven't played linebacker. You play edge rusher. And the edge rusher is 21. Stephen Jones said that. He's all over it. So they have discussed the franchise tag. Micah isn't going to get that far. He's not going to get. And again, I will be upset. Brooks says, I doubt he'll play week 1. Well, he doesn't want to miss $50,000 a game. There's no way he's missing $1.6 million. So he will be there, people. So get ready for it. It may be like Wade's saying, under his existing contract. It's very possible.
Dax has a no trade clause?
Yes, he does.
But he had leverage to
Bingo.
offer that. Yeah, he
Explain
had
it
the
to
leverage.
the people in the cheap seats. Not you, Asia, but just in general, people rewatching this. Tell them why, Rob.
Well, I mean, he had the leverage to ask for no trade clause because he had no more years left on his deal. He could walk, where Mike is stuck for another 3 years.
He was free agent.
Yeah.
He played under the final year, which is Micah hasn't done yet. He was franchised multiple times. Micah hasn't been. This is why I say it, and then I got to hear from other people. Oh, dude, you're sucking up to the team. Okay, enough is enough already. You live in Texas, where the cost of living is dirt cheap. It's getting worse, but it's still nowhere near where I live. Still nowhere near where I live, where the city wage tax is an absolute joke. So anyway, it's just, the more I think about it, the more annoyed I get. But we don't know the facts, so it's hard. But when you hear, if they even offered him $200 million guaranteed, I'd be annoyed. Unless it was a 5-year deal. Maybe it was a 5-year deal. That's the only thing I can think of, And even that's a lot. But that to me, he didn't earn that. He's doing great things, but okay. That's why I said I think 43 is kind of fair. Okay, give him 2 more than Watt. You're 43 over 5. Now you're talking. That's where you're getting, or even 42 over 5. That's $210 million. Make it, I don't know, give him 100 and whatever, 40 at signing, whatever, something like that. I mean, listen, if a mailman and an IT guy can figure this out, why can't we, get Landmark Grill and Stephen Jones get it done? It's not rocket science.
See, that's the thing, Game Time. They need to hire us, bro. I could fix their computers and work contracts at the same time.
I'm just saying, we make it sound easy, but it's really not that difficult.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, it's not. They make it difficult. And,
Howie makes it
or
look
maybe
easy,
Mike
though.
is. Howie does make it look easy.
Howie makes
really
it look easy, and because here's the difference. All my Cowboy fans are going to hate me after this. Howie sees the value of a happy player, right? Howie sees the value of a happy player. What does that mean? Well, okay, so we're going to make Micah play under the final year. Is he going to be a happy player? No. Is he happy now? He literally looks like he lost everything in the world right now. He looks absolutely miserable, and everybody says, oh, he just loves the game. No. That's part of it, but the more important part is that he can't handle it. He's the type of guy, and I don't know that I could, that they're not even talking to him. And you feel like,
well, I will say this, Brian, as a player, he is a great player, but he's not what I call a game changer player type. When you got a player that goes out there and he takes,
he ain't no damn Reggie White, Randy.
He ain't a Reggie White. He ain't an LT. He ain't players like that.
He's not. No, he's not those two. I agree with you. He's not those two.
But but
I'm
he's
glad
asking for
Micah's
that kind of money.
Stuffer.
Eagle Wade is on a roll. What are you
Suffer.
doing?
Trade his
Go
ass
live,
after the
Wade.
year,
You'll
too.
blow
Make him
up today.
suffer. Make him suffer, then trade him.
Dude, this
Hey,
is
if
what...
I could get Cleveland's 2 first-round
Go
picks
live,
next
bro.
year,
You're on
he
a
would
roll.
be gone.
Make him
If I
suffer.
could get Cleveland's first 2-round picks next year, he would be gone. Because
Right.
they're going to draft in the top 10. Both picks.
I don't know if they can afford him after signing.
Yeah, no.
After signing,
he's not going anywhere.
Oh,
So I
Garrett.
don't really want to go down this road.
Yeah, you're
Garrett
right.
and still stuck with Watson's contract.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm just saying that if he's going to do these things, you've got to figure out what's best for the team. I'm sorry, but you do.
Like we're just talking about when you really dig into it. Now you see why it's not done yet. It's not that hard to figure out, people. Either he's asking too much without the leverage, and that's all I was trying to tell Mark like a couple weeks ago, and he kind of got snippy. I'm like, dude, he don't have the leverage. Yeah, but he's great. Okay. I mean, I get you.
Game time. The problem with Mark, and I'm not going to get into a whole bash.
Mike is a game changer. Let's not lie. You too, J Cap a lot.
If he can't control the narrative, he gets frustrated easy. Talking about Mark, he just does that.
He does. He gets irritated.
Well, he left my chat, so that tells you.
Well, he left your chat because he couldn't control the narrative.
And then he was nice the next day. I'm like, dude,
micromanagement. That's what it is.
Right,
micromanaging.
The only
he left.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you can't control the narrative.
What it is. I mean, he got what he wanted out of it. He got the, oh my, are you okay, Mark? And everybody flooded his channel. I love Mark, but that be the only way. 3 first-round picks, I'd say goodbye, nothing else. Eric, here's my thing. I don't like how this team does business. I don't mind trading them, but it should have already have happened. It should not be at this point. You know, we should now. I mean, you still have time, but this is where I always say you need to look 2 and 3 years ahead and get the job done. You need to identify who you want on your football team. If you don't know, then you're in the wrong business. I think we all know. You can't. Injuries aside, I get it. Injuries happen. I'm not going to hold them accountable for Diggs' contract. It was a good deal at the time.
At the time, right?
I mean, he signed him early. Everybody said they don't sign early. He did. You know, but.
Well, I want the
I don't blame Dallas for that. It's not their fault. You know,
I want the chat to understand. I'm not in favor of trading Micah. I'm just saying that they've gone the wrong way about doing all of this.
We love Mark, Matt Batten. Don't get it twisted, brother. We love Mark. I'm just saying he was on me about the whole this, and he was kind of got. And I'm like, dude, you don't have all the leverage. I don't know. We don't know what the numbers are, so we're fighting over what we don't know.
The best thing for the Cowboys to do. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let it ride. See how the season goes, and if it turns into a big pile of shit, you trade them next off season before the draft. You retool and rebuild.
I think you might lose value though.
Game time. So in the chat, Tim Panels said, "How much do I think Jalen Carter is going to get paid next year?" What are your thoughts on that? How much do you think Jalen's going to get paid next year?
He's going to be $50 million. You watch.
I don't think so. I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
I said 45 a year is where I see Jalen next year.
He's the best defensive tackle in football.
They're going to pay him.
Tim Panel says that he's a little bit like Osa Digizua, but
no, he's better than Osa.
Oh, no, he's not. He ain't nowhere. He's way better than Osa. I'm sorry, I'm a Cowboy fan, but he's
that's somebody looking at the numbers and well, Osa has more sacks or whatever. Again, don't look at that.
Sacks don't mean everything for me. People, you have to understand, Cowboys Nation, our problem hasn't been sacking the quarterback. Our problem has been when we get into slugfests and they start running all over us. We don't have a defensive lineman. I would rather sacrifice some sacks.
All right, here we go.
To stop the run.
Here we go. This is what I was looking for. I'll give you a more informed opinion. The highest paid defensive tackle in the NFL is the Kansas City Chiefs, Chris Jones, with an average annual salary of $31.75. He signed a 5-year deal extension worth $158 million in March of 2024, with $95 million in guarantees, make him the only defensive tackle over $30 million per year. That's why I said there's no way he's getting 50.
Maybe he's going to get 40.
I said 45, but
again,
I think
don't know
it'll
that
be
he gets 45 either. But That would be my high number. Yes, I would. That would be my high number. Let me just read you off some of the. Chris Jones at 31. No, Wilkins, who just got cut by the Raiders, was at 27.5. Derek Brown at 24. Quinnen Williams at 24. Nnamdi Matabuke, he's at 24 with the Ravens. So you figure it's a little less than people think. And Howie's going to make this look like he stole them, but he'll give him a lot of money in guarantee. Howie will maybe guarantee most of the contract. But Jalen Carter has already showed you, again, 4.5 sacks last year. That don't look at that. Look at what it requires to play against him. You need to double team him. If not, you're in trouble, which then frees up Jordan Davis or whoever's playing next to him. They're not getting double teamed, and that's the issue. That's why when you get a guy like a Tyler Booker in the draft, you hope that they don't have to if you can get away with not double teaming him and he can hold his own, he's going to lose some. If he can hold his own, that's what you need to build towards as an offensive line. You don't want to have to double team. You want to be able to help on the outside. So that's where, I don't know, man. That's a good question. What is he going to make? Probably, I would say close to $40 million if I had to,
I think you're probably right. I think I overshot that without
people
comparing
run
that
their mouth,
contract
though.
to-
You're going to pay 50, not in this chat, but I have been hearing that number, and I'm like, when you really look at the salaries, the agent's not going to have any leg to stand on to do that. So, maybe you would think it would be 35, but,
But do you think the Eagles are going to wait this long into the season to sign him?
It'll
That's
be
the
done
difference
right after
right
the year.
there.
It'll be done right after the year.
That's the difference. That's the difference. We wait till almost the season starts to
Yeah.
sign our players, and it costs us a lot more money. Philadelphia is doing things, and their deals are cheaper, but they're getting their players signed on
And
time.
they know
you don't
the
have all this
value.
animosity on the team.
They know the value of keeping a player happy. They know
What's
the
that- what's
value.
that
How
adage?
much is that worth to you, right?
What's
Being
the
happy.
adage there, Brian? What's the adage? Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. But yeah, yes. But who knows? I don't know what again, just looking at the salary, not every team is just gonna blow it out the water like we did with Dak Prescott. So, plus, he's not at that point either, right? Rob, Jalen's still he's what is this? This is year 4?
Yeah.
And he was a first-round pick. So next year is his 5th-year option. So he still has multiple steps, which goes into $35 million a year. Sounds right to me, but, I don't know. And that, to me, on the surface, that's a deal. This is why I said what I said regarding Jordan Davis. We'll see what he does this year. He lost a lot of weight. I think he'll be good. But with the emergence of a Jomo and the emergence of a possible Ty Robinson and company, you have a J.L.X. Hunt coming off the edge. I mean, there's a lot there that I wasn't trying to troll Drew, but I said that I could see a world where he is not here next year, meaning Jordan Davis. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you won a Super Bowl with the man. If everything goes well, I don't think Jordan will be here. But he could, I guess. I guess anything can happen, but you really can't pay everybody, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
And
Maybe you can, Rob. Dallas probably would try, but you shouldn't.
What I see is going to happen is the same thing that happened with Milton Williams. Is that I think Jalen's going to take on the double team. He's going to free up Jordan Davis. If Jordan has really committed himself to being in
a great
shape,
year, right?
He's going to have a great year and then go out and get paid.
There's nothing wrong with that. People go,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, everybody goes, "Oh man, you're a hater." No, I'm just being realistic. I wish my team would do that and lean towards young after winning a Super Bowl. Just let a couple guys go, man, and just let's turn the roster over. Real quick, George, DC for life. Hey, game time. It's all about the agent saying, "Okay, let's sign it," not what the front office said. Again, and you may be right. All right, Clemente. Thanks, brother. I'll talk to you later, man. You may be right, George. Again, we don't really know, but when you look at what Watt got and you hear the numbers being thrown about, this should have been done already. Something tells me that Mulligetta, who was fired by T. Higgins.
Who's that?
David
Who's
Mulligetta. That's the agent from Micah
Oh,
Parsons.
Agent.
I thought you meant
Oh, yeah,
Magenta.
yeah, Magenta. There you go. I'm like, I know you know who it is.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you. Yes, it is game time. Not bad. Yeah, Mulligetta, he was fired by Higgins, and then Higgins signed the deal. Sometimes you need to open your mouth, Micah, and just not. I understand. Don't get me wrong. You got to pay for. You got to give. I'm sure he has to cut a check to Terrence. He has to cut a check to his father. He has to cut a check to this. I get it. Okay, you got your agent gets what? What's the agent? Does anybody know what agents make in the NFL? How much are they getting? Does anybody?
I think they make 3%.
3%.
3 or 5.
3% is what I saw just recently.
I am 25 again, Daniel. What's up, brother? Yeah, I wish. Not really. I don't want
It's
to be 25.
rewind year.
I don't want to be 25. But yeah, so again, Mike is going to have to be a big boy and own up to the fact that he met with Jerry not once, not twice, and from what I'm hearing, a third time. Literally, he met with him 3 times and then got offended because Jerry got offended. I don't know what to believe, people. I'm tired of it. Thanks, George. I'm tired of the story, and unfortunately, it's gotten toxic, but I don't think it's going to stop them from being a Cowboy. There could be
Can you
signs.
imagine, Brian, if we're tired of the story, what the actual players
In
are
the
having to
locker
deal
room.
with?
And if you're a player
Yes.
who's about right, 3%, thanks, Vinny. So, yeah, that's where the problem is. The agent's probably wanting every damn, because he's talking about retiring and spending more time with his kid. I read the article on David Mulligetta. He's the highest. He's the biggest agent out there. He grossed over $1 billion.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah,
He's a billionaire.
He wants to spend more time with his kid. Well, there you go. He wants to lay low. He wants to have like very few clients that are making top dollar. That's probably what it is. So Micah needs to put his big boy pants on and decide if he wants to be a Cowboy or does he want to be the highest paid player. Because there'll be some dumbass team who pays him, 45 with whatever. So sorry,
New England.
Arturo says 5%. Either way, it's 5%.
No, it's 3.
Is it 3?
It's for sure 3.
Yeah.
The NFLPA doesn't allow agents to
good.
make more than 3.
So you figure 3. Okay, so let's.
But it does depend on the contract. If the contract is bigger, then they get a little bit more of a percentage. I saw that the other day.
Okay. Well, you figure if he makes, let's just say he makes $45 million because that's what Magenta wants. So say you figure 45 times 4, 40, 80, 160, 180, right? Is 40, 80, 40, 80. So that's 160, 70, 80. It's $180 million.
Is it 180? I thought it's 135. I could be wrong on my math.
Yeah, 45 and 45 is 90, and then 90 times 2 is 180. So you figure 180. So what's 3% of 180 million? Figure 3% of
18, 18, and 18. That's 18 times 3.
Yeah. So
about 50.
5.4 million.
Yeah, 5.4 million. That's
so
what I was
he
getting ready
gets
to say.
$5 million for signing a Micah deal. That's why the deal's not done. It's
Exactly.
probably not Micah. It's the agent
That's
wanting as much as
exactly
he can
it.
get.
It is.
That's exactly what it is.
You're talking an IT guy, a mailman, a retired guy, a security guard, and a truck driver, and Aisha.
Walk into a bar.
Aisha's going to be my agent, so you're going to work
it
this deal
out.
with Jerry.
That's what it is. It's the agent.
Agent's going to be enforcer.
Think about it. If he gets 45, the agent gets 5.4 million. If he gets 42, he probably gets maybe a little less than that, right?
4.8,
That's where the
something like
issue
that.
is. 4.8.
But here's the thing,
he wants
Brian.
his $5
When you're a
million check. Come on,
he wants his $5
Yeah,
million
but when
check.
you're a billionaire, does it really matter that much now?
Yes, it does.
I mean, think
you
about-
know it does. You know it does. They're
Money.
They're the cheapest people out there.
How much money
Me
is
and
enough
you, it
money?
wouldn't matter because I already have a list of people I'm going to take care of if I ever hit the lottery and probably give half of it away because I'm happy with having $50 million in my bank account. I don't care. But most people aren't that way. That's why I said I always are very generous, So it's like,
Yeah, I am too.
that's just how I am. That's how I'm made. I mean, listen, I say it all the time. I'm not telling you have to tip your mailman because some mailmen aren't good. They don't deserve it. If you do a good job, you deserve it. But the people who own half of the town that I deliver to, it's not that they don't want it. They don't even think to worry about the little guy. They don't care.
Well,
They
what
don't
I'm
even
saying
think
is,
about
Brian.
it. It's like, well, hold up. Every
Yeah,
day
but
you
what?
ordered shit that I'm bringing up to your door, literally every day, right?
I tip everybody.
Literally every day.
I'm very generous. I'm very generous.
And that's how it should be, especially if you've worked in your life. But whatever. Anyway, go ahead, Randy. Sorry, brother.
Well, what I was going to say is, okay, if you're Micah and you know this stuff, why don't you just go to Jerry, get behind closed doors, get what you want, and you tell your agent, this is what we're going to do, whether you like it or not. You're going to get your cut, but I want to play football. That's the bottom line. I mean, they know what he's going to.
Well, maybe Micah just doesn't have the cojones
balls
to do that. He just might not. He just. Maybe the agents are slick talkers, man. They're salespeople. They're going to say, I'm looking out for you. I'm looking for your best interest. And, you got to think about this and you got to think about that. And, and some will say, no, this is what we're doing. And some will say, you're the agent, you do what you got to do. And that's your job. And I'll do whatever you think is in my best interest. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah, well, that's
he
all
made
we
the
can do,
biggest
though. Speculate, That's all we can do.
Didn't he allegedly? Didn't he? Micah allegedly had a deal with Jerry. Allegedly.
That's what I was saying earlier. He had a deal, and then he went back.
Thanks,
Jerry went back to him and said, "We'll give you more money." And then he says, "No, I want more money than what you're offering now." That's what happened. And Jerry got pissed.
YouTube J Capelot. Micah wants his money. I understand, but Micah needs to know where he's at in his contract and know what he can and cannot. He could ask for anything you want, but you have no leverage.
Yeah.
That's the problem. The leverage. What are you going to hold out? Okay. You think Dallas don't? Dallas has already showed you that they'll take $500,000 from you. They took $500,000 from Trayvon Diggs in a drop of a dime because they said, we want you here to work out with your teammates. We paid you a lot of money, and we believe in our trainers, whether you do or not. And it wasn't like he had to be there 100% of the time, people. He had to be there 83% of the time. That means the other 17, you can go to Miami and spread your seed and do whatever you want. Sorry, but that's
in Miami and Orlando and Tampa,
wherever he's at. Yeah.
So I'm thinking spreading
that
your
makes
seed
you
everywhere
understand.
like how he did.
Well, that makes you understand how much they worry about money. I mean, that's $500,000 to us. That's a lot of money, but to them, that's just a scratch in the bucket.
And they took it, took it. They didn't have to take it.
Yes,
they took that, and you know what? Listen, again, you don't have the leverage. It's a negotiation. So my problem is we don't know what it is. So I know it sounds like I'm being hard on Micah, but when you really break it down, we don't know. And now if Dallas isn't offering TJ Watt money, then I'll light their ass up. But on the surface and some of the things that we're hearing, I think it gets done now at the end of the day. What's up, Chris? How are you, brother? I set up the draft for next Sunday, so I hope you got the email.
See, this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like about Micah, more or less Dak. Don't tell me you don't have to be the highest paid, and then you're fighting over.
That's what I was
going to paid.
That's 100% true.
Why?
100%, Rob.
Because this still could
Why
have been.
did you even come out and say that?
You don't have to be the highest paid. Then take the debt. Then match TJ Watt's contract and get it done. You seriously don't need to be the highest paid.
And what does it really matter but what does it really matter, Rob, that this and that player did it? Why are you worried about it? It's not like it ain't like you're going to hurt the market with your deal. You're still going to be highest paid. It's not like you're hurting anybody. I got to worry about the guy behind me. Because that's what our quarterback said.
That's why
Dak said that was ridiculous.
Well, I know.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
I have to lay the groundwork for the boys behind me. Okay, well, let somebody else.
That's when you shoot back at Dak. Sorry, I only pay Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
Okay, I knew that was going.
Wait, man, you speak gospel, brother.
You know why Troy Aikman got that contract, Dak? That's because he won Super Bowls. You, on the other hand, ain't done shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I would have told him.
Rob, just know I'm not Scott Boras, so.
You're not Scott
You're
Boras?
better.
You're better than Scott Boras.
You got this.
Speak softly and carry a big stick.
Yeah, right. They let a Cooper run play extra than win his 500. They
right. Yeah, his incentive. Yeah.
What happened?
Cooper Rush, remember? Didn't he like have some incentive?
Oh yeah,
last year.
Yeah,
they played the last
What's up,
game.
Leo? How are you, brother? They didn't pay. They did not pay that, by the way. They alluded to, we'll take care of him. They never did.
Right.
Cooper Rush did not get that money. Now, I don't have a problem with it. Just don't allude that you're going to make things work, because you didn't. He left, and Cooper said, I was happy to be a Cow. I'm not upset about not being in Dallas. I'm excited about my new opportunity. That's speak for go F yourself. That's
right.
what that is. Wayne Zimmerman, are any of you willing to argue as hard as you are about him wanting more when Micah should have had as many holding calls for him as he has sacks? Wayne, again, we're not arguing his play. Most of us love Micah. Again, he's a great player, but again, and this is up for debate. That's why we're talking about it. I don't.
But Wayne,
my opinion doesn't make it right. So just.
But Wayne, I think to add on to what you're saying, though, regardless of how many times that he's supposedly gotten hold and not getting calls, Jerry and them aren't interested in that. They want facts. They want hard numbers. They're analytical. They're going to do anything they can to not pay him top dollar money. I mean, so these supposed holds, these, phantom holds, and I agree. There is times I've seen it where he's been held and it hasn't been called. But if it's not called, then it's not a hold. I mean, that's just fact. They're going to go off straight numbers.
The refs got it in for defenses.
I would say this. I wish they could tweak it to where I really do wish they could tweak the rule and actually uphold it, because you can literally call holding on every play. You literally could, and I do not want to watch a game. I already think it's overly officiated. I think if you come up with a system where you've cleared the guy, right, and then you grab anything lateral or in front where you're reaching, and you're stopping a play from being made or something. I know it would be subjective, but I'd rather that than holding when you clearly don't have the leverage in the situation, but because of where your hand slid, you're holding. I think you can hold that on every play, and I think it's already an overly officiated game, man. So I don't want that. Do not want it. But yeah, Wayne, I hear you. He does get held a lot. Do you remember basketball player Ron Payton? I do not. I remember Gary Payton, the glove.
The glove.
Yeah, the glove. I remember the glove. So that, let's see. Hello, Leo.
Is he talking about Gary Payton?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, George DC for life. I don't know. Maybe it's Ron Payton. No, I don't. But I am good friends with Deion Hames and Rashawn Glenn. Nice. You know what, Leo? Maybe, I don't know if I'm sure you probably talked to him, but maybe have on your partner and see. He's probably going to have. Yeah, the player's side, right, Rob? I mean, if you...
Yeah.
I mean, so it's kind of like, of course, he's going to say he deserves every dollar, but
right.
I think leverage does mean something. That's all I'm trying to say. Have a good day, Game Time. Let's go, Dallas. My soil needs a ring bad, LOL. My soul. Okay, my soul needs a ring. I got you. He's talking to me. Okay, Leo, yeah, so I'm curious to see where he stands on the Micah thing. He's not in the final year. He hasn't played his final year. He has not been franchised. But, this is all for nothing, because until we find out what he wants and what he's asking for, it's kind of hard to argue. But we're thinking and guessing, and it is what it is. But all right, everybody, I think I'm going to get out of here. What's up, Rob?
This is totally random before you get out of here, but I was watching some of Jerry's interview, and man, my daughter watches The Simpsons from time to time, but damn, Jerry looks like Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons. I don't know if you know who that is.
I know who it is. I do know who it is. Let me Google
just like Ralph Wiggum.
Ralph. Wow.
You should pull that up game time because that is
I am.
hilarious.
I am. Let me see, Ralph. Let me see if they have a picture. I was hoping they would actually. Somebody would have thought about that already. All right, here we go. Media share. Which one?
Man, that's
This
when
one?
he was a kid. I bet you looked just like Ralph Wiggins.
There you go. That's Jerry.
Makes sense.
There he is.
It does look like him.
Oh God, kids! You gotta love kids. That's funny.
Kids' imagination's unbelievable.
Who would have came up with that? Leo,
Wow.
no. George Defenslove was asking me about local bands. Okay. I got you. I guess he's coming back again. Dirty Sanchez. Enjoy your day. Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm gonna enjoy. I really appreciate everybody spending time on my birthday, hanging out for a little bit. It's always a rough day for me. Again,
We got you through. I
Brian. Appreciate everybody. Asia. There you go. She hates when I say that. Asia. You keep your head up. Just remember, you're not alone. We all have our own different.
Keep telling myself that.
You're not alone.
And we're
Asia.
all family. We're all
Again,
family.
just remember.
So we
Remember,
gotta look
Asia.
out for each other.
God grabs you, but he doesn't choke you, Asia.
I tell you that I deal with this stuff more than I actually come out and say. So that's why some days I may be more. Thank you, Leo. I may be more tested than others, just based on not always being happy. People go, "Why aren't you happy?" Well, I'm not always happy. It is what it is, man. Thanks, Flip. Well, that, and I miss my mother. I miss my father. I miss my brother. I miss all my grandparents. I miss a lot of my family. My wife was like, "Wow, like we're still here." I'm like, "Yeah, of course I love you." So it had nothing to do with that. It's just I can't help but think.
It's when you think about being a kid and
Yeah.
you grew up with that parent, and
then you start
hey, my
losing
time
your
is Thanksgiving.
icons. Like your icons are dropping, and it's like, man,
Yeah.
everybody's dropping.
Everybody has special moments with their parents, and mine was at Thanksgiving with my dad watching the game. Every time it comes around, it bothers me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I have to
Same
get by
here.
to myself.
Oh, yeah. That's a
Hey,
nostalgic
Randy,
thing
my
that
old
I
man
think
passed. My old man,
us
Brandy,
being
my
older,
old man
Randy.
passed away on Thanksgiving.
Sorry, Rob. Go ahead. Yeah,
Oh
that
man,
sucks, man.
that's even worse.
Us being older, man, I've lost both of my parents
Yeah,
too, and
it's
I've
not
lost uncles
good,
and
man.
shit. And you know what's crazy is that I was even kind of distraught when Hogan died, just because
Well,
when I
that's
grew
what I
up,
was saying. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I get like seeing Hogan and like
Yeah,
Razor
and it's
Ramon
kinda
and
like,
some of these
dude.
Macho Man and shit.
Ozzy.
We almost
Ozzy,
lost.
that kind of was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
we almost
I
lost
agree.
at one time. We almost lost the Undertaker. We almost lost him.
Just
Yeah,
like,
they
you
hospital
know.
for-
Oh, and Ric Flair and Clint Eastwood died too.
Thanks,
Damn,
Tony
I'm be
Boo.
depressed.
Thanks, brother.
Did y'all see the judge that was 88 years old? The one that from is always on the internet.
Yeah,
he
died.
passed away.
Yeah, he died.
Oh, Clint Eastwood died?
You know, the guy who the judge.
No, not Clint Eastwood.
Clint
the
Eastwood
judge.
died, that'd be
You know, the
headline.
Italian
Don't kill
judge
me.
who always would like help out the people that were standing up.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
remember
yeah.
the one guy
Yeah.
who walked like 10 miles to get to the court, and he
Yeah,
he just passed away of cold
He was a good man.
he was his high 80s. He lived a great life.
88.
Yeah, but he died of what's that? A Patrick
Prostate?
Swayze cancer? No, the one that Patrick
Yeah,
Swayze had.
Pancreas.
Pancreatic. Better than
Pancreatic cancer. Yeah.
So, but
I'm
you
still,
know,
I'm still shocked by Malcolm Jamal Warner.
well, that's what I was gonna say. Like when guys like, I'm not wishing anything, so don't get mad at me. But like when what's his name? Shawshank dies. What's his name? Who am I
Morgan
thinking?
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Like when Morgan Freeman dies, that's gonna be a sad day for me. Like
Oh, yes, it
Like
is.
I saw, I had told people about my wife worked with Bruce Willis's sister for years. Never
dang.
knew that it was Bruce Willis's sister until she was getting ready to leave, and she actually moved to Arizona like maybe 2 years ago. And she said, "Oh, Tina, by the way, my brother's Bruce Willis." And then to see Bruce
damn.
and he struggled. Yeah, what if you look up Bruce Willis? He was born in Pittsgrove, which is half hour from me. My wife worked right
I
there.
didn't know that.
So yeah,
Awesome.
but if you see pictures of Bruce, He's not. He can't communicate
Yeah,
anymore.
he's not good.
He just
Yeah,
fell.
he's
I saw
there.
a picture. He's not good. And it's a shame, man. Our icons are dropping dead. And, you know,
I saw James Earl Jones last year. You know, that was Darth Vader. You know, who hasn't heard his voice?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway.
Lion
All right,
King,
everybody. I don't want to
Lion
bring
King.
anybody down, but listen, it was a great conversation. What's today? Well, I won't be on later today. What's today? Today is Thursday.
It's Thursday.
I'll probably
the
do
21st.
something. Yeah, I know what day it is.
Hey,
I know what day
okay.
it is.
That's right.
Speaking of
You
Bruce
would know.
Willis, one of the most underrated movies that I watch over and over again, as of even like now, is Death Wish. Loved him in Death Wish. I don't know if you've seen
The new one he
remake.
did, the new
I
Death
did not
Wish. Yeah,
see that one.
the
I did
remake.
not.
Shit, dude, you have that's
All
a
right,
must watch.
good.
You
There
should
you
I
go.
gotta check
I'll
that
watch
out.
it then.
the Charles Bronson remake of Death
Oh,
Wish.
yeah.
Bruce Willis is the main dude in there.
I'll
Oh,
have
that's
to
a damn
watch
good
that.
movie.
There you
Charles
go.
Bronson was the man.
I like Charles
Yeah, he was.
Bronson.
Yes, he was.
I did like Charles Bronson. All right, so we can talk
Well,
about
happy
movies all
birthday,
day.
Brian.
Thank you. Everybody hit the like button
Happy
for me.
birthday.
Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate it. And I'll
Happy
see you
birthday,
guys.
man.
Happy birthday. Enjoy yourself,
Happy birthday,
Ryan.
Bye,
brother.
Wade.
I'll see you
Bye,
guys
Wade.
tomorrow.
Hey, bye.
All
See you
right,
later,
brother.
Angel.
Later.
See ya. We'll do a live stream tomorrow. See ya.
Sounds good.
All right, later.